Scott Mullins again here at South by Southwest. I've got Mark from Foster the People with me. Mark, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, I've got to ask you, the new single, Pumped Up Kicks, this is an instant hit. It's one of the catchiest songs I've heard in a long time.
Oh, thank you.
When you're writing this song and you're putting it together, the band's piecing it together, do you know immediately that you have such a catchy song?
You know, when I wrote that song, no, I didn't know. I mean, I knew I really liked it, you know, but it was a shocker, you know. Like a week later, it was online, and then it started to go viral, and I was just like, wow, okay, like, you know, it was definitely it was a surprise. You know, I've been a songwriter for a long time, and I've written a lot of songs that I really liked, and you know, for me, they're kind of all like, I mean, do you love like one of your children more than the other? Well, I don't have children, but you know, you probably don't. You know, it's like you love them all the same. So it's kind of like one of my kids.
Where in the process is there a point in the process that a certain song feels like it has that certain quality, or is it a complete surprise to you when something catches like this?
No, I mean, usually I'll get emotional if like when I'm writing a song that I really like, and I'm listening to it back, and I'm creating it. I kind of have a meter, you know, somewhere that I'll get somewhat emotional, or I'll feel it somehow. A lot of times when I'm doing like my vocals, I'll be dancing around the room, and if I'm dancing around the room and I'm singing and I'm just loving it, and like, you know, I just want to keep like pressing record and singing the whole song over and over again. You know, I know that I've got a song that, you know, that is probably going to see the light of day at some point.
I hear, to my ears anyway, I'm hearing all these great 60s and 70s pop influences. Where do you draw from for a song like that?
I don't know, you know, I grew up on pop. I mean, I grew up on the Beach Boys, I grew up on, you know, the Beatles, I grew up on Motown, you know, I grew up on Ace of Base, you know, it was one of the first tapes I ever bought, you know, and, you know, there's a through line in all of it, and it's just, you know, good, it's quirky pop, you know, like ELO is quirky pop, you know, it's good music, it's intelligent music, but it's still accessible, and so I just have that. That's just what I've always been drawn to, you know. So it's just kind of all floating around in my head, and I've got weirder things floating around in my head, like Aphex Twin is like a big influence, you know, and so just kind of smashing them, you know, combining those things. That's where, you know, the music kind of comes out, you know, the way that it does. So.
All right.